what's nice about the 8821 is you can access the transcripts, you can get notices on their behalf, but there's no implied representation with the 8821. So you do not have an obligation under Circular 230 to respond to that notice. You make it very clear with the client, but if you have a 2848, I don't care if they've paid you, if they're in arrears or whatever, as long as you have that 2848, you have the obligation to take care of it to the best of your ability. And you can't say, well, you won't pay me, so I'm not responding to this letter 1058, which has a 30-day CDP tax court rights, basically. I'm not going to respond because you haven't paid me.
Right.
So really the 8821 is the best thing to have. And then you can, if you get that notice, you can invite them and say, I have the 8821. It doesn't allow me to represent you. We need a new engagement in order to do this notice.
And the last point is one that I think we sometimes forget. Is the client a good fit? Right? If I during our consult have a bad feeling about working with this client, you're not obligated to work with them. Right? We always want clients that we can work with. In the representation context, it's so important, because if you get someone who's not going to work with you, they're not committed to fixing their problems, you're going to be beating your head against the wall for months. They're not going to send you information. It is going to make your life difficult. And sometimes it's hard to make that assessment in an initial talk with a client, but it's one you have to consider, because again, if it's not a good fit, the engagement's not going to go well.